On the night of January 25, 2026, a quiet residential building in Mlolongo Phase 3, Machakos County, became the center of one of the most disturbing crimes in recent memory. Behind the closed doors of a single-room house at Nema Plaza, 3 young lives were recently taken, not by a stranger, not by an intruder, but allegedly by the person meant to protect them the most, their mother. Police later identified her as Lynette Mnalula. It was around 1 p.m. on Monday, January 26, when the caretaker of Nema Plaza received an alarming call. Moments earlier, a neighbor had received a cryptic text message from Lynette Mnalula asking her to go to her house, but not alone. She specifically asked that the neighbor go with the caretaker. Sensing that something was terribly wrong, the caretaker, Rose and I, gathered other tenants and made our way to the single-room house. When they arrived, the door was wide open. Inside, the scene was haunting. The bodies of 1-year-old twin girls lay together on one bed. On other bed lay their 4-year-old brother. They were all motionless. According to police reports, foam was seen coming from the children's mouth, an early sign that pointed investigators toward poisoning. The room itself told a story. Food was scattered across the floor. Children's stationery, school uniforms, and other clothes were thrown in disarray. Nothing appeared orderly. On a small table inside the room, investigators found traces of a substance believed to be poison, some of it still visible. Police alleged that the poison had been mixed into porridge that was later given to the children. Neighbors told investigators that the tragedy may have followed a violent domestic dispute between Lynette Mnalula and her husband over the weekend. One neighbor recalled that Lynette had been distressed, claiming her husband was cheating on her after allegedly receiving a call from his friend saying he would be late in Nairobi. Another neighbor later said the situation may have escalated because Lynette did not share the problems in her marriage with others, allowing misunderstandings and emotional pressure to build in silence. What exactly happened inside that room during the night of January 25 or the early hours of January 26 remains under investigations, but police believe that the act was premeditated. After leaving the house, Lynette Mnalula disappeared. Hours later, following reports from neighbors and the caretaker, police launched a search. She was eventually traced and arrested while attempting to escape. She is currently being held at Mlolongo Police Station as officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations DCI continue their work. The crime scene was documented in detail. Samples were collected for forensic analysis. The children's bodies were transported to the city mortuary where post-mortem examinations are expected to confirm the exact cause of death. Preliminary findings suggest the children may have been poisoned using a mixture containing Vin detergent, though official results are still pending. For neighbors and residents of Nema Plaza, the tragedy is difficult to comprehend. A home that once held children's laughter now stands as a reminder of how quickly unresolved conflict and emotional distress can spiral into irreversible loss. 3 innocent lives were lost, lives that had barely begun. As investigations continue, many questions remain unanswered. What thoughts crossed Lynette Mnalula's mind that night? Could this tragedy have been prevented? And how does a domestic dispute end in such unimaginable loss? This case is a painful reminder of the devastating consequences of violence within the home and the silent struggles many families endure behind closed doors.